Hello, everybody, and welcome to Kingston's Academy YouTube special brought to you by Blanks and Fatty. This is one of our tabletops that we play on Monday night. We're two in, so we're going to try to catch you up. Um, I'm actually a player in this game, so we are being led by the great Mac Milk. He is our god, our realm, our storyteller, and he will tell you about the adventure of Kingston Academy. Um, Take it away, Mac Milk.
What up, everybody? So, yeah, Kingston Academy is just an academy, where young adults can go to get better, to become a knight or an adventurer that goes out and does like bounties and quests and stuff like that, or for just general self defense. If you just want to be better at being able to protect yourself, whatever it is you so choose, Kingston Academy can definitely provide it. So we follow four individuals with one of my NPCs right now is also running around with them. Blanks, you actually play our what the heck is it called? How do you
I
pronounce your
I am a hairling. I'm a wascally.
hairling?
I am a
He's a wascally
wascally
wabbit.
rabbit.
He sure is, Mr. Frank. And you're also a druid, right?
Correct.
So,
Um,
and you're trying to be what, like more nature for this
I am
entire thing,
definitely want to
right?
be more nature. I picture my guy kind of. I'm a vegan. I don't eat meat. I'm a rabbit, so it kind of makes sense. I'm one with nature. I live out in the plains. I grew out in the plains, even though my heart desires to be a forest rabbit. But sometimes you can't be a forest rabbit. You have to be a plains rabbit. Um, and so out there, I learned how to burrow a lot more than hanging out in trees and stuff. And with that, I have learned to mold earth and manipulate the earth um, a lot more, and that's what I'm in tune to. I also, since being a rabbit, like other animals and stick up for the animals. I am part. Um, what's the word I'm looking for? Lyrics. I speak for the trees, but I also speak for the animals as well.
Sweet.
Um,
Okay. That's cool. I did not know that other part.
oh yeah, and so I'm about 5'3", little rabbit. Um, I would say probably since I live on the plains, I'm probably closer to looking like a jackrabbit. And I'm
I mean,
great.
that's kind of what I like. I literally see you like my token that I found a little bit. Not gonna lie, like that
Um,
kind of.
I am gray. I picture that grayish look, but you wouldn't
Uh huh.
really know because I do have like mold and moss growing in me for being, a little
Right.
sagey, a little hippie, a little crusty.
Ooh, crusty, a little cringy.
A little cringy. I have a little dreadlock.
Is it just going down one ear?
Oh yeah, totally,
Okay, lit.
totally like a Jedi Padawan,
Yeah,
just right behind the. We're gonna make a
I
right
like it.
ear. It's behind the right ear, and it has a little bead. Um, with that as well, we don't technically use um, items that we need for our spells, but I felt this time around that I will play with it a little bit more. Um,
Okay.
so that's why I have my thorn. I have a thorn whip as one of my spells, and so I carry around a roseblood clipping that when need be, will transform into my whip. And I like the idea of having a water pouch, and I fling. It's not a cantrip like Thorn Whip is, but like when I do cast Ice Blades or
You
Ice
dump out
Knife,
the Luda.
I like to picture my guy dripping out a little bit of water out of his
And
water
boom!
skin
Ice
and
Knife.
just flicking it at people.
No, I'm so down. That's all. That's cool. Play into it. Do it up.
So that's my character.
I love
Um,
it. I believe Fane is in right now too, right? You hear squirrely curly?
Yep.
Oh, hey. You
Okay.
wanna talk about Fane a little bit? What since you're here for us?
Sure. He's a human artificer for the moment. Um, kind of got abandoned in the wilds as a kid, so he's kind of doesn't really know how to act around people or uh, in groups. So
Kind of like
can't.
the loner child.
Yep. And very awkward. Doesn't pick up on social cues. So
Fair
yeah.
enough. Fair enough.
Uh,
But yeah, so these guys right now have just been kind of, getting caught up to speed. Here's first years. They met our headmaster, who is Billy Szechuan. He
Szechuan.
is, yeah, Billy Szechuan. He is a monk and wizard, but his real class is yet to be disclosed to the group yet. So we'll eventually figure out what he actually is. And then we also met some of the teachers. We have let me pull everybody up and I can just read them off real quick. Oh, I don't know why I went there. So for our teachers, we have Biggie Smalls, whom we have yet to meet. Dame Coco, Sir Braxton, and Billy Szechuan. And then there is also, oh boy, we have our, uh, I don't want to say like groundskeeper, but like the guy that takes care of our big ass garden that we got going on and all of our barn
Groundskeeper.
critters. We have a satyr named Francis Sebastian. We also have Caitlin, who is our librarian, and then Bailey and Bertha, who are the cafeteria workers. I think that's everybody so far, minus those who I still have to create. But yeah, that should be every. Oh, and then we also have Selena, who is our fill-in for Zaphod's team. She is a half-elf sorcerer with draconic bloodline, so she's gonna be a little feisty,
A little
like
Spitfire,
a
you would
little
say?
spitfire. Yeah. Um. Yeah, there's some background information that we don't know about her yet, and some other things that will come into play later on in the game as we progress. But yeah, she gonna be friends with you guys, seeing as I've already made this into like a 5-person kind of deal. So she gonna be a part of your group now,
Maybe someday we'll find a fifth person. But until
right?
then.
Also,
So so
gentlemen, go ahead.
so give us some hit. Oh, I mean, I know that personally we didn't know, but I was gonna say give the audience some history for the the school. Like, when was the school built?
So
Are we on
Kingston,
AD, AD, or are we on what dimension are we in?
different, like your own dimension. Everything's kind of like any normal uh place. But so this academy, Kingston Academy, is actually named after the Kingdom of Kingston, which is the the country that we all preside in, at least our citizen group. Uh, they are the biggest nation on our continent. Uh, Then there is also the Tristan Empire, and they are more of a magic society than anything. We're also on friendly terms with them. Right now, our continent has actually been experiencing a lot of peace for the last 100 years. The only issue has been monsters. And because of this, they've been getting, and the monsters have been getting worse and worse as the years have progressed. Even when the legends of certain individuals that somebody has to read about before you get to really understand them. So I'm just gonna keep them kind of like hush hush for now. But yeah, so the only thing is monsters really giving anybody any kind of issues. So Tristan deals primarily in magic and like potion making. They are the world's supplier of all the potions that you guys will have at like the item shop and the weapon shop and stuff like that.
Cool.
Uh, and then there is what is your name? Oh, wrong button. Hold on. And then there is also the Ashen Duchy, which is ruled by an empress. They are very commerce based. So they're pretty much like the trade hub of our nation, of our like continent, pretty much. So you can find a lot of merchants there. Um, you want something specific that you can't necessarily find in either Kingston or Tristan, definitely go to the Ashen Duchy. They'll be able. Someone there should be able to find what you're looking for. They have boat trade all over the entire world because about 500 years ago, we found out that we weren't the only continent, and there's other continents on our world as well. So they've been setting up trade routes all over, trying to get more unique things
So
and
are we very still like Bronze Age kind of style?
yeah,
Do we
yeah. There's
have?
not. I mean, that now, mind you, there are magical advancements. So like, there are like flying machines kind of deals, but you have to be like a advanced magic user to be able to use them. Not
Can
just any common person
can
can use it.
can I get a magic carpet?
Yeah, if you get good enough,
Sweet.
I'll let you get one.
Goal is magic carpet. Awesome. Um. So it's 7 o'clock. We do have one person not joining us tonight. In the group of us that are playing. And that is our tank cleric. So we all made a very interesting group. Everybody except for Fane were designed to be healers. So Fane is our only real attack, where most of us were designed to be healers. So you're the front man. As awkward as it sounds, I feel like you really are more the front man. But we did switch everything else around. So we do have an actual healer. Our tank won't be joining us tonight, so hopefully we won't be getting into any giant combat. Um, and the other person, uh, is it Shabelle? Or is
Uh
it?
huh, Sherelle.
No, 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 no. But was it her? Was it? Rebel?
Darabelle. Darabelle.
Arabelle. Thank you.
Darabelle. Yeah, Darabelle.
Darabelle. Thank you. She'll be coming in
Well,
and she will introduce her character. I feel
Yep,
once she
she should
gets
be
here.
here shortly. Yeah.
So, I guess
So, well, while we're waiting for her, I
recap
will.
2 weeks.
Yeah, we can recap. So the first week, everybody, just showed up to the school. We met the teams, and I can go over the teams for you, which I still have to update a little bit on one of them. So for team A, we have Kendra, who is a paladin, Leon, who is a fighter, Gregor, which is a barbarian, Alexandria is a clerk, and then there's Bastion as a ranger. And then we have our lovely team of Team B, which is Frank, our druid, who is going to be what you said, like more of a ranged DPS,
No,
correct?
I'm in there. I got a sword and I got a shield and I
And you
got a
got your
whip.
so like you're all around right now. We'll say, I guess. We have
And I got ground, man. I
yeah, you
can.
can yeah. You got options. You got your options. And then we have Darabelle, who will be here shortly. She's our bard healer. And then we have Mista Fane, who is are you still trying to do the gunslinger?
yeah, I'll be the range DPS basically.
Alright, so that's what we got for Mr. Fane over here. And then it would have been Legion, but sadly, so Legion is going to be getting taken over by Selena, who I said earlier was a sorcerer for now. And then we have Blanks' father playing Zephod, who is going to be our cleric tank, which I'm very interested to deal with, who already has lots of
And,
patience.
he's swinging 2 warhammers, right? He's no
Yep.
shield.
No, we gave him the big warhammer to fit his size.
Yeah, but he's swinging 2 of those, right?
No, I think he just decided to do the one
Just the
instead of
one,
two, and it's two-handed instead of
one-handed.
one-handed.
Okay, fair enough.
So yeah, we met that team, and then there was 2 other teams which we can get into later because the teams aren't really relevant at this point in the game. So then everybody kind of got situated with their rooms. We got everybody put into their rooms. They figured out their extra little add-ons that they wanted in the room because we go to Kingston Academy where everything is the best for their where they do everything that they can, I guess, that is the best for their students because they want them to be as successful as possible by the time they leave. And then everybody went and had dinner, and we called it a day for that. And then last game we actually had our first encounter, which everybody thoroughly smacked what I had set up. Now I upped the challengingness of my encounters a little bit this time because you guys just freaking blew me away last week with how fast you cleared it out. I was lost so hard. I was like, damn. Because I had a lot more goblins in there the first time around, and then I was like, this is telling me this is going to be really hard. So let's back it off, and then you just destroyed them anyways.
Welcome to DMing.
No doubt.
And then you gotta find that sweet ground where it's not hard, but it's not easy.
Right. So we're gonna see how it goes.
There's a point where you're gonna learn something, and I'm not gonna tell you what it is right now. But we'll have the moment where you realize really what you
Like,
need to
oh,
do
this is what
to
Blanks
make
was
it
talking
to,
about.
to make it interesting. And I'm sure there's a video on it out there. And it wasn't what I figured out. but it really is. It's the challenge of everything of and stretching it out and actually
Mhm.
challenging your player at that point. Um, but there's a certain thing though. um, I feel that some of the stuff that you skipped, I thought was kind of interesting. Is we um, Zephon and Frank befriended the
Oh.
stable guy. We Zephon talked to a black cat that had wings, a dragon kitty cat named what was the dragon kitty cat name?
PD
That was Petey
is
and
well. You guys talked to PD.
yep.
Zaphod actually talked to Twinkle Toes, the headmaster's.
No, that wasn't that wasn't Zaphod. That was
Or that was Fane, not
That was
Zaphod.
correct.
Yeah, that was Fane. Yeah, you and Zaphod talked to PD.
Yep. Frank is in the middle of building a underground tunnel
Tunnel
system
system. Yeah.
underneath the school. He's a rabbit. He burrows. That's what he does. It may come in handy later. Who knows?
Who knows?
And I've gone the route of making potions. I would. I kind of want to be
The nimble.
the Neville of the group.
So you want to be real ugly at first and get super hot later.
Dude, I'm a freaking rabbit. I'm adorable. It doesn't matter. Even with the moss growing in my fur, you're like, oh, it's a little rabbit.
Duh, look at the little bunny.
That takes a lot of inspiration from Bugs Bunny.
What's up, Doc?
Um, I. What about you, Squirrely? Is there anything that he skipped out while we're still waiting for?
Mm, I started trying to figure out how to make things explode.
Oh, yeah. Gave you some books on how to make things go boom.
And robots.
Yeah.
Robots. Interesting. You
I
gonna
have
make
a
yourself
plan.
Magical
Probably will
robot.
not.
Are you gonna make
I have a
yourself a
plan.
robot hand?
I have a plan, but I don't think it'll work. We'll see.
Uh-oh. Slightly worried.
Just a tad. You gotta keep a DM on his toes. I gotta find her phone number.
Going up on Discord, so
Moe?
Mm.
Okay.
maybe she's not actually. Take that back.
Well, if you want, we can I don't even know where exactly are we. So we just fought the the goblins.
Yep.
We got some cool shit.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we had an egg. We went to go.
Yep. You and your dad and Garbo went to the farm, which is if you have the map up,
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's right. And he said
which is
that.
this, where the nice little green circle is forming, and you talk to the old farmhand, Mr. Francis Sebastian.
Francis Sebastian.
And he, because you also, after you beat the phoenixes, Zaphod found a phoenix egg. So we took it to Mr. Francis to see if he could help hatch the egg, and he also told you that the egg was very sick, and that it just so happened that he had the facilities to hatch a phoenix egg, and then I told you that
You haven't had the
there was a
motherfucker over.
phoenix that somebody had, and they ended up getting stuff, and now every now and then the Phoenix drops off the name. So yeah, and that's
No, why?
why.
Which,
Who?
bye.
What? When?
Welcome.
Where?
You guys there?
Yeah, are
Yes.
you there?
Jesus Christ. I don't know what the fuck my roommate did to my laptop, but she fucked up the fucking settings. I don't have time to figure it out. Hey guys.
Hi.
Hello.
Hey,
How are you? Welcome to the first night of hard recording. Well, happy 4th of July, and
Yes.
tell us about your Darabelle, but also tell us in your own words what happened last week, or what has happened and growth of your character the last 2 nights. Go.
I see. Okay, so Darabelle is just a straight, as Blanks likes to put it, just a very straight created character, a dwarf bard, and so she is just kind of wanting to be famous, but she also is genuinely interested in lore and like meeting people and like trying to just like broaden her world and sort of discover like new exciting things, gathering history, yada yada, the whole bit. And so far in the campaign, Darabelle's just trying to kind of feel everyone out, see what they like, also see how she kind of fits in. She keeps trying to figure out some healing stuff, but is having a hard time finding healing sources. She rolled pretty bad last game, but we had our first dungeon kind of scenario last game, and I think everyone worked really well together, and Darbell kind of got to do some stuff aside from healing, so she might want to expand on that. But for now, she really wants to find a place where she can like learn more of her instruments and do some more folklore telling.
I feel like she really wants to get into the bass drums, even though she's
All the
popular.
all the boots and caps.
Yes.
She's not.
Also, I thought about this. We should start off with bandages. We should just go to the library and look for bandages. Right?
Good.
Go from there. That kept me up. That kept me up after last game. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "Oh, so we're saying healing." But if we go in there and look for bandages, you can't even with the one we can find ripping linen. You know something.
Like anything.
Yeah.
No. Would be hilarious.
Wow, sir.
You okay?
Too hard. Yeah.
Are you alive?
I'm fine. That was funny.
Your lungs still in your body?
No.
No, they have fallen out.
Yeah. Long ago.
And so we talked to Phoenix, and then, I believe
Fane went and checked in with Headmaster Billy to make sure that Twinkle Toes came back, and he did come back.
Ooh.
Was given money of some sort, I think, right?
yeah, I think he owes me a favor too at this
point. Maybe.
Maybe.
But yeah, that's where I believe we ended shop last.
And you said this was like mid-afternoon?
Yeah. So like now, by the time everybody got done, it's like getting towards the end of that day, we will say. So I mean, the library's still open because night owls like to read too. So you could probably go to the library if somebody.
Wait. I'm sorry. What time? We went from afternoon to nighttime.
Well, you started in the afternoon when you did your fight. Your
Alright.
yeah.
And the fight took like. So, like, how late in the evening are we? Like, is
Like
it.
it's like we'll say it. I would say it's like 5. Like you still got time to do things, but it is getting later in the day now.
Um, what are my books?
What?
I'm looking at my books. Hold on.
Okay.
Um, I am going to. I guess we all probably head back to our rooms at some point.
Yeah.
What time is like supper around? What time do they start serving?
6:30, 7 o'clock.
All right, so I got like an hour before dinner
Yes.
ish.
Yes.
All right, so I'm assuming during some of that downtime, I was playing around and made some more tunnel room.
Okay.
Um,
Approximately how much tunnel do you say that you made? Or
how many hours did I have for downtime?
uh you take are you gonna take this whole like time right now before dinner to
No,
tunnel?
no. I'm talking about the time leading up to now. Was I in class? What were we doing after that
Fighting.
whole?
And then well right now you had the time you were fighting when you lost that time and now you're at dinner. You came back, talked to talked to the farmer guy, landskeeper, however I don't know how you want to say it. And then Fane went and talked to the headmaster. That took from 1:30 till about I don't know 3. So you had
Like an hour?
yeah.
All right, so
So we'll say you did like
could I have made my tunnel to the stable? No. Yeah, towards the stable area.
yeah you got like halfway.
Halfway.
Yeah.
Am I like under the fountain?
You're like right on one of like the edge of it. If
How
you're coming.
about can I like make an entrance here? Not an entrance, but can I go to here? Like it actually like here
By
and
your flower, yeah, you can be by your flower.
but like in the tree, like in a
Yeah,
tree
yeah,
area, but
yeah. You
like
can have it by the tree.
like
You can have it like right, yeah, right there.
there's
That's
like
your
no
goal.
vegetation, but big enough
Yes,
for a little person to come out.
yes.
Okay. And while I did that, that gave me time to go over there, and I am now hanging out and checking out how to nurture rosebuds while I'm looking at that. And that is what I am doing. I
Um,
like to pass the dice now.
First I want you to roll uh, um a history check.
A history check. All right. So Frank is, I believe, wisdom is right up his alley. I dumped all my shiznit
Is it druid? Like,
into my freaking wisdom. Um, um, bam.
Oh, who dat?
History. Oh no, shit, that's intelligent check. Okay, but we got a 15 straight. Oh, and a 15 straight. What the fuck?
What happened? Why are you rolling so many times?
Wow. So I got 2 15s straight in a row and an 8.
This happened to your dad the other day.
What?
Like,
That's
I
psychotic.
like to take the first and second one, please.
I bet.
I'm gonna just give you the first one.
Thanks.
So, as you're reading your How to Nurture the Rose Bush, or the rose book, it tells you that it recommends that you water your rose at least twice a day, and that you find green essence to bury around it so that it helps to nurture and nature it and keep it healthy all the time.
Oh, okay, wait, so water twice a day. So,
Yes.
what is the weather like? Do I, like, when was it last rain? I don't want to overwater it.
It rained about 3 days ago.
I knew I should have picked the frickin' spell detect weather. I was like, this could be fun to play with. And then I was like, no, I'm going to pick something practical.
Well, you just had to keep your healing, even though. I don't know.
Listen, it needs to be
It's
done.
a smart move. It's a smart move. Didn't know you were going to be gardening.
Always gardening.
Just a plant dad.
Right.
And, I'm sorry, when was the last time it rained?
It could have been 3 days ago, could have been longer, but you noticed that it's been at least 3 days since it last rained.
Cool, so I take my little water pouch, and I empty it to the point to where it's nice and moist on the ground.
Moister than an oyster.
Not overwatering it, but not underwatering it.
Okay.
I can roll it in nature if you like.
Yes, please.
Why not? I like to roll the dice just for fun. 13.
So yeah, you do good. You don't overwater it. You got it pretty dang close to perfect.
It take a second to smell it.
So you obviously smell, very heavy rose scent, but it also smells kind of, sweet and light, kind of at the same time.
And while I'm there, yeah, I'm just gonna thumb through my books and wait till dinner, and I will pass the dice to the next person. Don't be shy.
Yeah. Who? Anybody else got anything intriguing to do until
People's got books.
ends?
I kind of wanted to go see Madame Coco. I think I mentioned that last game. To see if she had any healing books she'd be willing to loan.
Okay, so give me 1 second. Nope, that's the wrong page. Mama Coco and Darabelle. Alright, so Darabelle, you go to Dame Coco's classroom, and you notice that she's in the back right of the classroom looking at her bookcase, actually.
The back right? Oh, okay. I see her. Got it. I am going to make my way over there and introduce myself. So let me just bring my character over. I'm just gonna stand to the side here. Excuse me, Madame Coco. Are you available by chance to speak for a moment?
Why, hello, dear. What can I do you for?
So I am stopping by because the library apparently is being renovated, and they don't have any of their healing books readily available, which still doesn't make sense to me, but it's fine. So I was wondering if you might be able to help me kind of get some materials I could read on healing. I'm a bard, and I definitely have like some. I definitely have some interest in developing my healing skills. So if you had any materials that you might be willing to loan me, you can like take my name down and I can bring them back.
Roll a roll persuasion check for me.
You got it. Get out of here, buddy. Okay. 14.
So, Madame or Dame Coco, actually, as she's listening to you, she turns around and starts looking around on the bookshelf, and she pulls out this tome. It looks very old and grungy, but at the same time, it gives off of like a lighter presence. Like you, just by seeing the book, you feel that your body has lightened. The previous anxiety that you had for whatever reason is gone. Your hate at the school is kind of lifted a little bit because of the way this book is making you feel. And she looks at you and says, "Here, if you truly want to be a better healer, this will be your best friend." And it is actually the book of healing pulse.
Of healing what?
Of healing pulse, like a pulse.
Ah, got it.
So in the end, what this book is going to do is going to teach you how to cast a unique spell, and it's going to be more AoE healing than just like one person. And I think, Blanks, you were going to say something?
No.
No?
No, we're good.
You sure?
I think so.
Okay.
Was I gonna say
sorry. No? Okay.
No.
So when she goes to offer me the book, I very graciously take the book and like handle it super delicately. And just I'm like wanting to open it immediately and just learn things. It's just such a calming. This is like the best I've felt all day. And
it's a very high calming effect.
Yeah, and so I look at her and I say, "Oh my God, thank you so much! I'm so excited to open this. I'm going to probably do that immediately. Is there a time that you'd like me to return this, or if we have class together, can I bring it by, or
You bring it back once you figure out how to use the book."
Oh, okay. I mean, can I have time to practice once I figure out how to use it? Okay.
Yes.
All right. That sounds like a plan to me. And I thank her again, and then I proceed to go back to my dorm so I can read the book in my room.
Okay. Roll a roll Arcana for me.
Sure.
Magic.
A natural 20.
Oh shit! Perfect. So you actually understand the book, and because you rolled a natural 20,
it's unnatural.
Unnatural? Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Because you rolled so high, anyways. Your understanding of the runic language that this book is written in is so advanced that it's only going to take you about a week to fully understand the book, and then one more day on top of it to be able to learn the actual spell itself.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, so when I get back to my dorm, I just immediately go into my room and start like studying the book. intensely, and I will do that until dinner time.
All right, so you'll have about 2.5 to 3 hours of reading time to get into it. So that's good start for sure.
Great.
So this will be sometime blanks. You and I gotta get together so you can help me figure out how to do this part. But so you'll end up with the spell Healing Pulse, and then at the first level, what it'll do for you is you'll create like an aura around yourself, and then it'll pulsate out from you, and then end up healing everybody for a 1d6 for now at the first level, and then as you go up, we'll increase it little by little.
Is it a spell?
Yep.
So she has to. It will be.
She'll use the spell slot for it.
Is it?
Oh, so I have to get rid of a spell slot?
Yeah. Is it?
No, it'll be added in. It'll be just an extra spell that you get. We should be able to. I don't know how it works for Bard.
How to a free spell?
Yeah, that's all it is. Is gonna be.
We might have to. We'll figure something out.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'll have to look into it. You might have to rearrange. I don't know.
Or you just keep your writing down and remember that
Yeah.
you have that.
I mean, I have it written, and and if you keep it written down and have it by you too, if we can't, then I'll try to remind you about it too. If we can't figure out how to do that, maybe I can make it into a cantrip, but just knows that it takes up a spell slot instead of a cantrip.
Okay, so then I will have to change my spells.
No, like
Maybe.
no, not a spell slot, but like you have to use
Like-
a spell square.
Yeah, you have to use at least a slot for one of your spells. So like your first, you have to.
Oh,
use a slot.
I understand. Okay, so if I use it, it takes away a spell slot. Got it.
Yeah,
Okay.
when
No problem.
when you obtain it, at least, yeah, it takes away a spell slot.
Got it.
All right, Fane, you want to do anything crazy? Make me think a little harder?
There's like a forge around and stuff, right?
There can be. Let's.
Well, I just kind of want to look for parts and stuff for a weapon.
So, would you like to go to the item shop and
I don't
check
wanna-
that out? Then maybe.
I don't really want to have to buy anything. I don't have enough money, so I kind of just want to see if I can find like spare parts and scraps kicking around somewhere.
Sure. Let's go to Ramlock's workshop, which I haven't really done anything with yet.
It's time to do it on the fly.
Yeah. I mean, at least I have the place.
Let's make sure you note what you did on the fly.
All the time.
Done that.
Where the hell is... Oh, right there. Their name is funny. So, there's that. And this is gonna actually be... his place. Okie dokie. So, Merry Christmas. And here you go, Fane. So this is Ramlock's workshop, aka Sir Baxton is actually the operator of this place, surprisingly. He doesn't really do anything except watch over it because there is a lot of rare materials here, but there's always like a scrap section, which is right back here. In my very light green square. Let me darken that shit up a little bit. There we go. That is where you will have the possibility of finding maybe some scrap metal, some springs, some rubber bands maybe. Who knows? So give me an investigation check.
Ooh, good one. Hardly ever used.
18.
God damn. So there's some we'll say there's like a kilogram of saltpeter.
All right.
You found about 10 pounds of scrap metal. Three springs that are about medium size, so you know it's like the length of your hand, we'll say.
Okay. All right.
And then you just find a ball of twine.
Okay. Well, 20. All right. Sounds good. All right. I guess with the rest of my time, I will just keep reading my explosives book.
Okay. Da-da-dum.
How far do you think I am into that?
You're about, how many chapters did I say? Let me
10.
find. 10.
Okay.
So we'll say by the time that you hear the dinner bell ring, you've gotten to chapter 4.
Okay.
And you're about halfway through chapter 4 by now.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh, oh, oh. How do I get rid of that? Clear it, baby. Clear.
Clear.
Free. Peace. Singularity. Clink. Boom. 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 A goodbye, Legion. Hello, Selena. And so, as you're all in your room, you hear the giant dinner bell ring, ring, ring. And you guys all decide to make your way towards the cafeteria. And as the 4 of you meet on your way to the cafeteria, when you walk in, you notice that Selena's already sitting right here, enjoying a nice spring salad with some apple juice. Because, you know, she's half elf, so she doesn't like to eat meat necessarily either. Is anybody else up top? Yeah, you see Sir Braxton and Billy and Dame Coco all sitting up there eating. Billy is eating what looks to be a piece of meat between some type of bread with some type of cheese. Maybe. You're not 100% sure. Sir Braxton looks like to be eating some noodles, and Dame Coco looks like to be eating on some type of fluffy thing. You just see that it's very airy.
I run to the table and I see all. No, that's not what I wanted to do. Can we undo that? No, you have to undo that. That's your job. Anyways, so I run to the table and I sit down and I see Selena eating her fresh salad and drinking her apple juice, and I grab a plate and again I just start shoveling a bunch of lettuce and like a bunch of the ripe tomatoes and all the veggies, and like saw her salad and I was like, oh yeah, I can do one better. Um,
Give me a sleight of hand.
why? Okay.
Because
Um,
I want to see if you're doing it sneakily.
will that be stealth?
Yeah.
Stealthily? I got a 16.
So yeah, nobody really even notices that you're doing it. You're just you're literally standing in broad daylight, shoveling stuff into your pouch and onto your plate, and nobody really cares. So you just fucking have at it, baby.
Well, the salad goes on my plate. Just tomatoes. I'm not putting lettuce in my. The lettuce is
No,
just
just
no. Yeah,
tomatoes?
yeah. Because lettuce is gonna get everywhere in between the books. I take one piece of lettuce, and the book that I was kind of reading, I shoved a piece of lettuce for the bookmarker, and then I put the book into my pouch.
Okay.
And then I continue making my salad. Um, and I look over at Selena and I go, "So, do you ever wonder where the rest of the students are?" And I look around the hall.
I hate you. Selena goes, the other students are actually all out on missions right now.
And I, lucky. I can't wait to get off of first year. and and then I grab again a couple of tomatoes and I start eating like fastly, but not as fast as breakfast was. Um, dinner time is a little bit more casual, but I am still like shoveling like tomatoes into my bag here and there.
Jeebus, Batman. Okay. Tomatoes galore for Mr. Bunny Boy. Heard he likes tomatoes more than carrots.
Well, I figured there wouldn't be as much carrots at dinner time. That's why I grabbed a bunch of carrots during breakfast time.
Oh, okay.
Salad.
Anybody else want anything to eat?
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely go to the mess hall at the appropriate time. It's hard for me to leave my book, but I don't want to get it dirty since it's not mine.
Kind of deal.
And, sit down here. We're at the red table today.
The red table.
Why not, right?
It's red table.
Gotta explore all the tables.
Yeah, let's see which one's the best table.
Blue.
So far,
Yeah, so, I guess I know it's Frank doing his Frank thing. See if he has the satchel open. And, just kind of make my way over so as not to disturb, Frank's gluttonous tendencies with the veggies. I make my way over to the... Like, what's on the table? I'm just curious.
So your vegetable varieties. You have some green bell peppers, carrots, tomatoes, which is actually fruit. So excuse me, but broccoli, cauliflower. There's some peas, some green beans.
Okay, so this is the vegetable table.
Yeah, you got
What
all sorts of organic yumminess.
Okay, what are on the other tables?
So there's some assorted meats in the middle table, if that's what you're looking for. There's pork, chicken, a little bit of sheep, some some lamb, not sheep. Excuse me.
Okay, and then on the blue table?
Blue table, you got some baked pies today for a little dessert. You have baked apple pie, a baked blueberry pie, and then a peach cobbler for dessert.
Okay. Are the headmasters at the... I see them at the end table there. I'm actually gonna go up to the headmasters.
Okay.
And, I'm going to just kind of, ask them, So, I address, Sir Braxton, because we had him in class today. And I'm gonna say, Sir Braxton, since we had our first kind of, sparring match and we did well, Would anyone be opposed if I were to have some dwarven ale? And if so, do we have any? For like a celebratory.
Billy Szechuan actually looks at you and says, "Why are you asking me that? By all means, enjoy yourselves. You did well on your first day. Have fun."
Cool. I'm going to get some dwarven ale and bring it back to my group, so
Okay.
we all can have some to celebrate.
Sounds like a plan. Stan, do the other two of you fools choose to partake in the dwarven ale?
When she comes over and offers, yes, I will totally. I totally, yes.
I'll have a little bit. I'll have some with the sandwich. Looks good, so I'll make myself a sandwich and get some peach cobbler.
Ooh, good choice. Love me some peach cobbler.
Yeah, that does sound really good. The audacity.
Right. No doubt.
How dare you describe all this delicious food?
Sorry,
What? No, I'm
cook.
just totally
I'm a
playing.
cook by trade.
Hey, John, what's in a lullaberry?
It's a hybrid berry between a blackberry and a berry.
What, Barry? Hey.
Okay, so I go ahead and pour a round of drinks.
So I don't know how alcoholic that is.
So for dwarven ale, you roll Constitution saving throw. Dwarves get advantage.
Okay.
And it's just your normal range of probability for that. So, kind of like the boot cheese. But, it's supposed to, like, give you a little boost, if you pass. Little pep in your step. If you get, like, a nat 20, it's, like, ridiculous, but...
Okay. Works for me.
Yeah. Little. Whew. I take a sip and I'm wasted off that one sip. I'm a little.
Frank took one sip and is now just like face planting into the fucking vegetables. He's like, "What the fuck happened?"
I've been looking at the glass, looking at everything else. Things are spinning, and all of a sudden you just hear me.
All right. I rolled a 13.
You're doing good.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty confident. I'm like, dwarven ale is just
so good. It's so good.
Yeah, it's just so good. We used to celebrate with dwarven ale for any occasion. Have a baby, dwarven ale. Get married, dwarven ale. Ace a test, dwarven ale. Pull out that hangnail, dwarven ale. Like, literally anything. And I just drown my cup and pour another. I kind of look over at Frank, though, and I, like, start to kind of pat him on the back, and as I, like, drain my cup.
And
okay there, buddy?
My cheeks kind of puff up a little bit, and then I nod, and then I go... and then I sit there for a second.
I got a 17.
Nice.
Oh yeah, you're doing fucking fantastic, and like you're holding your shit really well. Like you don't even feel remotely tipsy at this point.
Yeah.
Tasted great.
Nice. I go to pour myself another, and I gesture to Thane, like, "Oh, do you want some?"
Can I, when you reach for another,
what
would you like me to roll to reach out and stop her for a second? I would like to stop her and like tap her on the shoulder as she walks by, but as a 6, I do feel like.
What's your bonus on athletics?
Okay, I'll go. It's a 0. It's a straight and it's a 7, and I miss. And I.
But you did manage to touch her though. Whether she responds to it or not is up to her.
Do I fall on the ground? Do I kind of
like
Was it a more that like I didn't touch her? I kind of more like fell into her.
Yeah, like you went to like hit her arm or like grab her by the arm, but instead you ended up like reaching past and in turn fell out of your chair and then knocked her chair over.
Okay.
I look at
do
you
I
and I
should I
go,
roll to see if I notice or?
Oh, you definitely know. I mean,
Oh, I notice.
you look
Okay.
at him and go like, "Dude, what the fuck? Are you okay?"
I
Kind
pick
of
him
like
up. I
you
pick him up by his
definitely.
ears, and I'm like, "Whoa, there, buddy!" And I set him back on his stool, and then
as,
I go and like turn and get him a cup of water, and I'm like,
as
"Just
as you're picking
drink
me
this,
up, as you're
maybe."
picking me up by my ears, I say, "Have mine," and I point to the beer, and then when you come back with the water, I nod and I smile and I greatly hydrate the water.
It's like old times.
Like old times with no
Like
sombrero
old
though.
times.
With no
No
sombrero.
sombrero.
With no
Sombrero.
Yeah,
sombrero.
no sombrero. No weird plastic lightsabers in the trunk. It's perfect.
No, there's
This
always
is
a
what-
weird purple lightsaber in the trunk. We still have that.
I still have the Mace Windu lightsaber.
I have another. I have a Darth now. Anyhow.
All right, so I give him water and then I turn to Fane and ask if he would like a refill.
Yeah, please.
Great. I pour him a refill in his. We only drink dwarven ale out of goblets because we're not pansies here, and I go to toast him to a job well done, and then I drain mine again.
So roll again, right?
Yeah.
I follow suit.
So you have to roll again as well. My good sir.
16.
13.
Nice.
And you guys are still you're purty. You guys are good. I mean you're starting to feel like a little, because you're 2 in. You're feeling a little rambunctious. A little,
Oh yeah, we're feeling real good right now.
You're feeling real good. You know what I'm saying? You're like,
Yeah. I start to go over to the dessert platters, and I just start piling a plate full of all the desserts, and talking super loudly about how awesome we did today. Man, that was like the best teamwork I've ever seen. Even with someone that wasn't even in our group, we just like got those goblins, freaking goblins. They don't even know what would hit them. Like dwarves and goblins don't get along, but we did great. I'm so proud of us. Go team! And then I just start eating pie with my bare hands.
When she said even with somebody else not on our team, I look over at shit, what was her name? I'm sorry.
Celine?
Celine, and I look at her and I go, she's talking about you. And I kind of point, and I just kind of like nod, and then I continue drinking my water.
Selena just kind of ignores you. She's like, "You're drunk. Go home."
I would, I just don't know how to go, and I continue drinking my water. Because right now, Frank is like right now trying to figure out if he could burrow back to the room from right here.
No, you can't.
With like
solid brick.
Oh god.
With like one cock eye, and he's just like staring at the ground, like doing like full on. He's like, could I? Can I?
No, Frank, you can't.
And he's like,
I assume we have to hear that because he's probably talking out loud without knowing it.
Oh my god, that's awesome.
Yeah.
No, I think you need to step outside if you're gonna try that. You might want to.
I'm gonna turn to Frank and say, Frank, the first time might be a little bit rough, but you know what always makes me feel better? Another drink.
and
Hold on. Roll a perception check, Darabo.
Okay.
Or not perception, persuasion.
Persuasion? Okay. 6.
what would you like me to?
Can I help her?
Yeah, help her if you want.
Yeah.
Help.
Yeah.
Help me.
Yeah. Do you want me to?
I'm not that convincing.
Roll a persuasion check as well.
Either am I. This is not gonna go well.
Oh no.
Oh,
Right.
18. All right.
Can I do
So yeah, I mean, if
my passive wisdom persuasion. I figure that would be it.
yep.
It is a 16, and he definitely beat that. So
All right, so yeah, you're definitely taking that. You're like,
Yeah,
okay.
so I fill up his goblet again and I say just try one more time.
So roll it, baby.
he's like, all right,
Yep.
and he grabs it, puts the water down, and goes bottoms up, and he just picks up the whole thing and chugs. It does a little bit better. He got a 13.
So you're still drunk, but like you feel better now. You're
Do I
not
feel
as
like I put it down? That works.
you're drunk, but you're at that point where you're like, yeah, I'm drunk, but I could definitely drink some more now.
I give him a standing ovation.
I bow. Thank you. I like to take care of
Give me acrobatics.
my rabbit.
I know.
Go. Oh no! As I hop up.
So you do a somersault, kind of, as you bow, and then you pop up. You're like, whoa, I got lucky.
I'm also startled by this because now he's significantly closer to me. I'm like, whoa, you're here. Like, that's like very, very fast. It's such an odd thing to do. And I proceed to like continue eating my pie with my hands.
I walk over and I look at your pie, and I go, "What kind of pie is that?"
Oh, you want some? It's it's kind of just like you look at the plate and it's like pie mush. Like all the pies and cobblers have kind of come together in this haphazard way because Darabelle's just been like fisting it with her hands eating.
As soon as you said you want some, I put my hand in there too, realizing that you've just been using your hand, and it's now become a communal pie dish. And I go. Do I taste a lullaberry in there?
Jesus.
You do? How'd you know?
He's like,
The best berry.
Tart.
Nah, definitely a blackberry. Yeah, so, I just continue to eat pie and, drink my, dwarven ale, and, I have no interest in any of the vegetables, but I'm sitting at the vegetable table because that's where everyone's assigned to sit. I look over at Celine and I say, so, where's your party at? Where's your, like, group? Aren't you in group A?
Fuck Group A.
Frank! And I go to, like, pat him on the shoulder, like, that's rude.
And I look over, I see all the mush all over. And I look up at you and I wasn't planning on doing laundry.
It's your own fur, bro.
No, I got a shirt.
Oh, okay. Well,
So Selena says that she was actually reassigned officially to your team for Legion's lack of showing up.
oh, what? I didn't know that. And then I go to pour her a goblet of ale. And I was like, I'm sorry I didn't include you. You're 2 behind. And I pass her the dwarven ale.
What does she have to roll?
Constitution. I don't know if she'll even take it after the boot cheese incident.
I mean, she takes it anyways.
Nice.
She rolls a 17, so she's
Nice.
good. She handles herself very well. Yeah, so she's alive, so she says, give me another then.
All right,
I'm
I pour
too
her
behind.
another.
Oh, please. Oh, she's still doing good.
Dang, girl, we can drink together anytime. Woo! And I pour myself a third.
Oh, fuck.
where it might get wild.
Okay.
Nope, still going strong. 17. Yeah, go team! I'm so excited you're with us. We're roommates and we're teammates.
You're getting louder and more rambunctious.
Yeah, I'm just more rambunctious as we
Yeah.
go on, but I'm feeling really good.
So Selena puts her cup down and says, "All right, my turn."
Oh, yes.
And she is absolutely hammered. She chugs the rest of her drink, stands there for about 2 seconds, and then just drops like a sack of potato and is passed out cold on the floor.
Man, I wish I could say that's not the first time I've seen it happen, but
fall, I mold the stone so like she doesn't fall and hurt herself. On the bench.
For being a good citizen, I'm gonna say that works.
Frank going in with the assist.
And then I grab a goblet of water and I go walk around. Drop off the water as she's laying there. Sorry, I was a dick. And I keep walking by.
Okay.
And the stone comes down and like lays her down gently.
Nice.
I was talking on mute.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Sorry, I was gonna try to catch her, but what you just did was better. So we'll let her hit the ground.
Oh.
I'll walk over and roll her on her side to make sure she doesn't choke on her own vomit.
Perfect. You are very thoughtful.
You're so sweet, both of you boys.
As you're walking past, and I go, "Don't forget the ball." Be a mess, and then the poor janitor would have to clean that up.
Speaking of janitors, hold on, I gotta look at something real quick. Speaking of janitors, you actually see. I don't have a token for him yet, but I will make one. You see this goblin, but he's not like a normal looking goblin, you know. He's a little taller, looks more human-y. Like he's like a half goblin. I don't know if they have those, but we're gonna say he's like a half goblin, something. And he's our janitor, and his name is Pickle Lips.
Lips.
Pickle Lips.
Nibble libs.
And I
Pickle Lips.
And then I say,
Oh,
"Never mind. Don't put the bowl down."
Oh God.
He'll be fine. He can clean that up anyways. Goblins like puke.
Anybody else? You gonna keep drinking? You gonna keep trying?
So
I mean, Darabelle's getting a little
she's
a little rambunctious. I'm feeling like she's just gonna keep continuing until she stops, right?
It's been known for Darabelle to celebrate for days. Even dwarves will celebrate
Jesus.
forever. She's gonna just continue eating her pies, and she's starting to like take a gander at the meat table, like, "Ooh, you guys looking real good.
You're looking mighty tasty.
You're looking mighty fine over there by yourself." Starts with dessert first because life is short.
Oh, no doubt.
She's actually gonna clear her plate, and then she'll she's not one to like not lick the plate. She's all about getting every last morsel, waste not, want not. And then she'll come over to the meat table and start just piling on like some pork chops and some shredded chicken, a chicken thigh, a turkey leg, and then she'll come back over and just start like chowing down on that and pour herself another ale.
Another. Frank looks over at her in his drunken stupor. He doesn't have double vision anymore. He kind of figure out what's going on. But he's looking at it and he's like, that lady is going to get way too wild.
With my 17, I'm still going strong.
Oh yeah, you are.
I do feel a lot looser. And I'm gonna start asking the group, like, so where'd you all come from? What's your guys' story? If you guys don't know, like, I'm a bard. I really am interested in the history. And, like, since we're all gonna be working together, maybe we should get to know one another.
Also,
And maybe when Selena wakes up, she'll, I heard a little bit about Selena because she's my roommate, but, like, I don't really know much about you guys. Fane and Frank.
well, I am a Haragon, and I come from the Great Plains, actually quite north of Kingston, and I always wanted to be a forest rabbit, but life deals you what life deals you.
A plains rabbit?
I am a plains rabbit.
What's the difference? Oh, asks.
Well, coverage.
Coverage.
Oh, hence the burrowing.
Hence the burrow, yeah.
I see. It's
But
all making sense.
But I've gotten some cool tricks. I learned some stuff, and hopefully I'll learn how to burrow more and how to shift and mold the earth.
Magic tricks, like because you're a bunny, or no? Is that appropriate?
Listen, lady. Tricks are for kids, okay? Tricks are for kids.
All right.
Do I look like a freaking clown here? Do I look like a clown? Am I here for your entertainment?
There's not a hair out of place. All
Ooh, look at you.
Just settle down. Just trying to get to know you. Chill out.
Chillax, she says.
I offer more dwarven ale. I'm like, here. Token of friendship.
And I look at
it.
No. I go, I do appreciate it, but I still don't think I can burrow straight, and I'm just trying to get home.
Home safely.
But as a potion brewer, I would like to know what's in this mead of yours and maybe duplicate it at some point.
Well, it's, just your standard dwarven ale. Like, there are some varieties that have different effects. It just really, really depends on what you want to do. But, basically your standard ale, it's just, some yeast and making magic happen. But dwarves don't always reveal all their secrets. We gotta keep some.
But you said you live in a cave, so what are you fermenting?
Well, not necessarily caves, but we've got some like.
Is one eye's kind of like just cockeyed, like open, and the other one's just kind of like. You remember the scene in Spider-Man with Tobey Maguire where Green Goblin's coming up the elevator and one eye's like slightly rolling back and the other eye's just kind of like shaking back and forth. And I'm trying to like make eye contact with you, but you're at least there's not two of you anymore.
I see. Okay. Woo. Yeah, so I'm kind of like trying to explain, like, but without telling you, because that's not something that we like to share with outsiders. I was like, I don't. Maybe if we get to know each other a little bit more, I'll reveal some more secrets about the dwarven ale. But for now, just know that it's delicious and it can have many good effects. But just know your limits.
Do you have vegetables in the cave?
Well, if we trade with Topsider, it just depends. Sometimes we have vegetables, sometimes we don't.
And I just like put my hand on the table and my chin in my hand and just nod as I'm like looking at you as you're just saying that.
Man, you guys want to have a really good time if you ever find some dragon ale. Woo! That stuff is powerful. Let me tell you. I've never had it, but man, the stories they tell about it are legendary. Like, woo! I want to try some of that someday.
I grab my ears and I look over at Faye and I go, legendary.
Don't worry, buddy. I'll protect you.
And then I turn to Fane and I say, "So, Fane, what's your origin story here? What brought you to Kingston?"
Well, I don't really know a whole lot of. Didn't know my parents. I got found in the forest by a bunch of rabbits, actually, and they helped raise me. But no, that's not really real. But I got found in the forest by some rangers and brought up. I've always enjoyed tinkering and messing with things and building stuff, and this seemed like a good place to come and maybe make those skills a little bit better. So
Oh.
that's why I'm here.
I have now
Talk about making the best out of a bad situation.
Yep.
Yeah. So what things do you like to make?
Oh, anything mechanical. I have a couple of ideas I'd like to try soon and see if I can make them. But kind of like to keep it as a surprise, maybe.
Okay.
I'm looking at you, starry-eyed, and I'm like, you grew up in the forest.
Dead.
And I look at you and I'm like, tell me all about the forest.
If you'd like, I can try to teach you some of the stuff I learned to get around and survive out there by yourself.
I like a huge grin. Yes. You do that? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Thus the bromance began.
We'll make a forest rabbit out of you yet.
I feel there's a song somewhere down there. And I look around.
Oh, I'll sing it. And I pull out like a pan flute and like hit a note. It'll come to me.
I feel without the copyrights, it has the tune from, a certain movie owned by a mouse. But except for instead of a lady, it'll be about a rabbit.
Beautiful.
And becoming a forest rabbit instead. I'm just saying the tune. The tune sounds like the right kind of tune. Or melody, I guess.
Nice. I'm gonna while you guys are like getting familiar, I'm just gonna go and check on Selena. But if you guys are like wanting to keep up your dialogue, feel free. I'm just gonna meander over there.
So as you were, I was gonna ask. I can't remember where I was gonna go. So I'm gonna still be started on the woods then.
If you guys can hear my fan, let me know. I will turn it down. It is hot as balls out here right now.
No, you're good, man. I don't hear anything.
No, neither do I. You're alright. She's still. Oh no, that was.
That was a couple minutes ago.
Word. So. I am now, I guess, done with that ale, and I am going to. I'm going to start making my way to the outside because now I feel like I'm more stable, I guess, balanced. I've been trying to give a little bit more time. and I'm gonna try for a burrow. No guarantee on how well this is gonna go. First of all, I'm gonna try to figure out like where am I on drunk level? Am I just walking out the door and I'm like fuck it and going down right there? Am I smart? Should I roll to see if I'm intelligent enough to kind of walk off the corner?
Yeah. Yeah.
And what would you like me to do with all that?
Hmm.
Do you want
Insight.
Good choice. I am still.
Yeah, you're smart enough. You like walk off enough to where you know it's a patch of good old earth that you can mold beautifully.
And so.
But you're still a little like tip though.
Mm-hmm.
Like
And so,
your balance is off, but you can tell that you're good to dig right.
and as I'm doing that, I guess I'm doing. Where's my hand? Mold earth, and I'm doing the first part, I believe, which is I can target loose dirt, so I'm making sure it's loose dirt, and I can move it along the ground and deposit. Wait, no, I'm probably doing the if the dirt or who could cost. Would it be loose dirt? Yeah, instantly excavate it, and I can move it around the ground. Yeah, so I'm moving the loose dirt. If I target the area of loose earth, you can instantly excavate it and move it along the ground. So I'm looking, again, cockeyed with one eye, and I'm slowly excavating the ground right in front of me, 5 feet down. So I'm like kind of slowly, like with my hand pointing at the dirt and bringing it up, and then I kind of like throw it to the side, and then I kind of then I reach down again, and I'm slowly doing that. Like I'm digging with my hand, and usually with me it would be like me trying to do that with two hands, the inebriation, and I'm just like using one hand to kind of like keep a balance while I'm using my other hand to dig.
That's hilarious. Okay.
And I'm saying I'm doing this over to like when you walk out the door, I am headed left and kind of around to the corner of a building where drunkenly, I got it at 12. So near a tree where I think is out of sight, but I'm not 100% sure for it to be. It looks out of sight.
It is. We'll say it is.
But I can still see like the road from where I'm digging. And that is what I am currently doing. And the first route is a minute. So I spend a minute digging 5 feet.
Anybody else?
I'm gonna go up to Sir Braxton and ask about the forge and see if I can use it whenever I want. And with their materials that everyone's allowed to use, or do we have to buy stuff, or how that works?
Okay, so when you get to him, and ask him those, he goes, "You can use it anytime during your free time during the day. It is always available for students to use to try and make new things and repair their weapons and or fight weapons, whatever it is. You got it. Most of the supplies there are available for other students to use as well. Just don't be too greedy about it. You gotta let everybody have some. That's the main philosophy of it. But the more advanced materials you have to be able to actually use it and have a good understanding of it before we will let you use it, just so that it doesn't get ruined, because those are very expensive to get. But other than that, you can use it whenever you want, as long as you don't have a class you have to be at.
Sounds good. I'm gonna just wander over to the forge and start messing with some stuff.
Yeah, but before we leave here, what do you wanna? You gonna keep drinking?
She's raging.
So I'm starting to like get concerned for Selena, and I'm trying to help her come to.
So you finally like shook her enough that she actually woke up a little bit. She just kind of looks at you and goes, "Huh, what are you doing?"
I see you've come to a little there. Are you ready to head back?
Head back to where?
To our dorm.
For
I
what?
was gonna help her. Oh, okay, not meta, that's her asking. Are you still hungry? Did you want to stay, or did you want to like maybe lie down?
Go sleep. Sleep time.
Oh, okay. So I kind of put her arm over me and start to help her get to her dorm. To our dorm. Start to head back to our dorm.
Give me a athletics check. Sure.
Five. I nat one though.
So you guys are doing this very, very awkwardly. Just because of the height difference between you being a
Oh yeah, she's like pretty tall.
yeah, you being a dwarf and her being a half elf. It's just very awkward. So you're pretty much dragging her her whole lower half is being dragged pretty much while you're attempting to help her.
I'm gonna look at the headmaster and just kind of be like, headmaster, can you maybe offer some assistance or, help?
So
Maybe.
he picks his head up and looks over and he goes, "Yeah, just leave her there. I'll teleport her back to her room."
Oh, okay. That sounds a lot easier. So, I'm gonna, like, lay her back down gently and just, maybe, like, I turn around and, like, look for, like, a napkin and I like, put it under her head like a little pillow.
Okay.
And I set, like, a goblet of water next to her.
Now she has two.
Oh, two? Okay, so
No,
I
that's
put it
fine.
next to the other goblet. Like, just in case. And then I go back to where I was sitting and I proceed to no, actually I want to talk to Madame Coco about the book, about what I've been reading. So I'm going to go up to Madame Coco. Sorry, I'm having issues. Is she at the furthest part of the table? To the very right? Okay. Madam Coco, thank you so much again for loaning me that book. I've already started reading it and got a little bit into the book here. There's a healing spell in there that is kind of like healing word, but it's not like it seems to be like a higher healing spell. I was wondering if like I had any questions, if I could stop by your classroom until we at least get a time of when we're gonna be having classes together.
Yes, you could stop by whenever you need to. When any question arises.
Great. I also have hold on one second. I have to check something. I also have message, so if you're in range, if I'm like in the library or something and just have a question, could I message you?
Of course, my dear.
Great. Okay, I just didn't want to like startle you because that's happened before, and I kind of like chuckled to myself.
Not that.
So I've learned to give people a warning before messaging them. Great. Okay. Well then, I am going to actually get ready to head to bed because I'm starting to get pretty tired after all of the events of today.
Okay. Selena, as she's laying there, headmaster, he just does a quick 1 old 2 3 4 and goes poof. She kind of just falls into a hole, and then the hole actually does open right above her bed, and just goes plop, and then she's like literally just plop, laying in her bed, safe and sound, just as Headmaster Billy said he would.
Is the hole still open?
It was, but now it's kind of like it was like a quick open and then like close kind of situation. You
Dang it.
saw what it all happened. You were
I would
gonna
have
go to
jumped
bed.
through it and been like, oh, that's way faster. Opportunity missed. And I proceed to head out.
Good night to you. Anybody else? Blanks, you've gotten pretty far by now.
I'm trying to like. You're gonna have to let me know. Do you want me to? I don't want to know until the next time we play, so I'm gonna let you imagine it on that. But give me what you want me to roll for. How straight am I going with my tube, my tunnel?
Secret.
Uh,
Like,
right.
do you want me to roll for? Or,
Roll for athletics. Well, yeah, I guess you're already rolling. Then roll. How's your Arcana? Oh. So you're kind of curvy swervy. You're heading in the correct direction, but you're very curvy turvy. There's lots of curves and turns in your tunnel.
okay.
So they're a little better,
Well, that's my
but not
nature. I
so.
just feel like I was rolling nature to feel like I knew which way I was going. Or would that be more survival? I think I would play
No,
more
I like
survival.
nature. I like that.
I'm trying to like connect my other hole to the rose hole because that's a straight hole, and I can make just have to crawl, and I don't have to do anything. I can just crawl to my bed. That's all I'm thinking about right now.
Fair enough,
And
right?
I'm gonna remember that this whole cave is fucked up, and I'm gonna be like, what? Okay, never mind. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to get to the rose hole tunnel, and then I don't have to tunnel anymore. So I don't know how far the rose is from the cafeteria or the fountain area, I guess.
Uh, where did I have it? So let me check. about 200 feet away from the rose.
Okay, well, it takes me. Wow, that's okay. So for every minute, 200 feet, 5 times 200 is 20,000, right?
Yeah. Or 10,000.
Is it 10,000? 10,000? Because that's 5, yeah. Got 10. So 10,000 minutes, which is. The times that by what? 30? Point. Divided by
10,000 divided by 60.
just 60.
Yes.
No point. Uh, 16.666 minutes. Or a second. Minutes? Yeah.
Huh?
Did we do that right? Anybody? Anybody has better math than us? Leave a comment.
What was that one?
Leave that comment below. If we did that wrong. We did 1,000 or 1,000, right? Or was it 10,000? DM.
10,000
Okay, so it's 10,000
divided by 60.
divided by
60.
Okay, so 166 minutes.
Yeah.
166.
That's 160 hours.
No,
Oh,
minutes.
160 hours?
That's a minute.
Oh, those are minutes.
5 feet a minute is what my spell casts, or is what my
Okay.
is what it does.
So yeah, 166 minutes
Okay.
would be
1 hour.
which is 2.5 hours.
2.5
like
hours.
2 hours and 40 minutes.
So I spent 2 hours and 45 minutes drunkenly burrowing holes. God knows which way it went. The zigging, the zagging. To find the other hole. I do have nature, so I kind of know where north is. But I'm like, you know, when you're like walking, you think you're walking straight when you're drunk, but you really are going back and then forth and then back.
When you're wobbling.
Definitely wobbling, but very dramatically wobbling and hiccuping. A lot of hiccuping as I stop. I go, and then as I'm still like doing everything with one hand, digging with one hand.
Oh Lord.
Awesome. I love it.
I do too.
For 2 hours. God.
For 2 hours.
God, tomorrow's gonna suck.
Yep.
It's gonna be great.
When he tells you about the story about how you spent 2 hours.
Oh, I can't wait to hear it. It's gonna be a great time.
Which leads to Fane and the Forge.
I'm just gonna.
Woo.
About how long you think it would take me to make a barrel
A barrel?
of a gun, like of a rifle barrel?
Couple of days.
All right, I'll start tomorrow.
Okay.
Because it's late right now, right? It's not super
Yeah,
early.
it's getting
Yeah.
late. It's real late. Well, it's not like... It's late by this point. You guys have been...
It's gonna be
drinking for a
super
while.
late I feel like by the time I make it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's super late.
I feel like halfway through the tunnel I stopped and I sat down and I started eating a tomato.
Little extra fuel.
A little extra feel, a little drunken munchies.
Munchies.
Trying to like took a deep breath and I was like, I felt like this was gonna be such a faster walk.
God.
You know, like all the thoughts that are going through is like, what was I thinking? And then he kind of looks back, looks at the end of the tunnel, and goes, looks like where he's at. And he goes, can't stop now. You know, and like, I've already made the commitment. Sorry. The image in my
Love it.
head, the image in my head is hilarious.
Ah.
Cause he's like, just like I'm just sitting there with the tomato right now, and like looking back and forth.
I'm dying.
So that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to go. If you like to fast forward in the morning, we could totally do that. But that's my 2 hour and 45 minutes of me ever so often. Probably like every half hour. I stop and that's what I do. Is I sit there and I'm like I want to say that the first hour I went all the way through dedicated drunkenly just like did it, and then
Right.
by like the hour and a half I
You
stopped
had first
and,
stop.
and I did my first stop and I looked down the hallway and I'm like, no, I got this. It can't be that much longer. Like I got this, and I'm looking down the hallway and I'm like, no, it has to be. And then when I hit the 2 hour mark, I sat there and I'm like, well, I've already made the commitment. And I'm like just looking down the hall, eating the tomato, and just like definitely double guessing. And by the time I made it to the hole, that 2.5 hours later, it's like, fuck. And like all I can do is now is just like I'm just crawling to the bed, and it goes a lot faster now because I can move 30 feet a minute walking, and I'm no longer digging a hole.
Oh, jeez.
Mumbling to myself about the whole like idea.
God fucking damn it, why'd I do this at this time in the night? Man, damn it.
Like deciding on my life choices, and then I make it to my little hay barrel, and I fluff up the
Night.
hay, and I go. Oh, and I seal the door. No, I don't. I gotta make sure I get oxygen holes. But yeah, no, I seal myself in there. But still enough air to keep myself alive. It's just so no predators can attack because I'm a rabbit, and that's I worry about badgers.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Wow, that was an excursion.
So everybody go sleeping then. So at the end of that day, everybody
Long
has
rest.
a long rest.
Long rest. Long
Yeah.
rest. It's not for the hit points. It's for the spell slots. I got nothing. Give me 2 seconds. I have to use the restroom.
Okay, I'm gonna go use the restroom as well, and I'll be right back.
All right.
Yeah, me too.
We need to start recording songs by Doorbell. That way we can play them during our intermission.
During intermission, yeah. I know I've been working on songs for my spell list. So that when I cast a spell, I just sing a song about it.
Well, I love it. I think that.
Yeah.
And that's the ultimate way to play a bard.
If you don't play a bard like that, then what are you even doing, in my opinion?
Whoa.
Oh, yeah, hi.
Hostilities.
No. That's just it's a missed opportunity. It's not hostile.
Okay.
Yeah. Sorry. Don't interpret it that way. Gosh.
Just came back with fire.
I'm a passionate person, okay?
Fair.
So I have strong opinions. Huh?
Especially about her spells.
Yeah, that's right.
Excuse me, fair enough. Everybody here.
Squirrely man.
No,
Fane. Fane's back yet.
not yet.
Okie dokie, he's back. Yeah, so then everybody, wakes up. We can be in the dorms if we want, but the issue is I didn't make a duplicate yet. So it's gonna be me switching in to everybody.
That's fine. We can paint the door for you.
Hold on, where is it? Why did you show up there? So do the girls. Ta-da! I didn't mean to have you sit right there like that. Poof. She's in
Here I am.
here. So yeah, so you actually woke up in your bed, but it's gonna be odd because it looks like you're lopsided, but you're not lopsided in your bed. You're perfectly fine in your bed. You
But
don't
you're
feel
lopsided.
too hungover because you held your shit the entire night. You have like I don't know, a minor pressure that is very unrelative to you. You don't really pay any mind to it, but it was there at some point.
All right. I check in with all that good stuff, and I'm like, I just really have to pee. So I make my way to the restroom. My hair is a mess, but other than that, I'm relatively unscathed. Oh wow, that turned out a lot better than some other times. So I freshen up, and then look at the time. What time is it currently? Like approximate.
9 o'clock.
Oh man, I better get some breakfast. I look at the table and I decide to bring the book with me, the Book of Healing. And I head to the cafeteria.
Okay.
Oh, everybody.
Oh, but before that, I should probably check on Selena.
Okie dokie. Hold on.
Sorry,
You're good.
just
You're
realized. I'm gonna go knock on her door and see if she wants to get breakfast, because she was pretty tore up from the floor up last night. Literally. Knock knock.
You just hear a.
Does Selena have a roommate? Oh no, it doesn't matter because they're all gone.
Yeah.
I say, Selena, are you there? I'm gonna check the door to see if it's open.
Investigation.
Right. Here we go. A 10.
It is open.
Alright. I walk on in. And what do I see?
She's sprawled out on the floor. Sleep.
Man, he didn't even teleport her to the bed? Rude.
No, she actually rolled off.
Oh, no. Okay. Hey, Selena, I was gonna go grab some breakfast. Do you want to join me?
She just kind of picks her head up. And she goes, "What? Breakfast? What
Yeah.
time is it?"
9.
Did you just say 9 o'clock?
Yeah, I did.
She just jumps up and starts getting ready as fast as she possibly can. She's like, "I'll be down in 10 minutes."
Okay. You want me to wait for you? We can
No,
go
you're
get
fine.
breakfast.
Go. We're late. We're late. We're so late.
Wait, what are we late for? Hold on. What are we late for?
Classes start at 9:30 most of the time. What day's today?
Oh, what day is today?
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Wednesday.
Wednesday? Oh, thank God. Okay, so you have actually an extra half an hour today, so it only starts at 10. So she starts to slow down.
Aren't you glad I didn't just leave?
Yeah.
Okay, well, now that we have an extra half an hour, sorry if that dwarven ale took you out. But man, you held on like a champ those first 2 cups. At least we know your limit now.
Yep, you're right. You gotta slow down.
I'm sure it was still a better experience than the boot cheese. I still think you should try that again.
Maybe some other time.
Like breakfast?
No.
I'm brewing up a really good batch right now.
Nope, I'm good right now.
Okay. Well, we can try it some other time. We have time.
Later.
And I just pat her on the back. So when she's done, I guess we'll head to the cafeteria. Oh. Sorry, I'll just put that back.
Point. And now... Nope. Bad. Stop it. Why?
'Cause
Why is this being so dumb right now? I'm sorry. Let me... No. Okay. Merry Christmas, gentlemen. You get there.
we get a
You're
what?
both at your bed, obviously. but it's lopsided, like I said.
It's not what I pictured the rooms to look like, but
I'm sorry.
didn't you have another thing we're reusing?
Uh,
Because I feel like you had one that had like upstairs, and then 2 rooms were over here, and I had a room
Yeah,
that
that
was.
was the girls' dorm. I
Ah,
thought we had 2 bedrooms downstairs and then 3 bedrooms upstairs or something.
I thought they were almost the same.
imagination, people, please.
That's what I did.
Oh, theater of the mind, man.
Because I have I have a bottom room that I can burrow under, and I sleep.
Yes,
Because I switched the room.
I will see if I can find something better.
No, you're good. No. Anyways,
Theater of the mind.
so anyhow, I am going last because I probably am not even probably even gonna make it to class. Probably. I don't know. I haven't. So I would like to pass the dice to Phelan.
Yeah, I'm just gonna get ready in my room, walk out, knock on everyone's door, see if they're ready to go to breakfast. Gently rapping.
Gently.
Gently. Don't want to be loud. I'm not a dick.
No, I don't hear gently. I'm
Well,
underground.
if I get no response, then maybe a little louder.
And as I hear like a muffled thumping, I wake up and I kind of look around, and I'm trying to remember how I got here. Or do I remember how I got here? And then I remember the fucking tunnel,
Yeah, you
and then
do.
I go and my head hurts, and I open the ground underneath the bed, and I crawl out from underneath the bed, all shabble. Remember that there's cobbler on my shirt as I come out, and I look at it, and I like, and I sigh, and I walk to the bathroom, and I spend a couple minutes trying to scrub out the cobbler in the bathroom.
Okay, you definitely get all of it out. It's like you've done this before.
How much time do we have for breakfast? I feel like I'm like 3 to 4 minutes behind everybody, maybe 5 to 10. Definitely.
So you got like 15 minutes.
I'm still dragging ass.
Yeah.
As I'm walking out, I open my bag and I start munching on whatever I have left in there. Definitely have that piece of lettuce still stuck between the pages. um, and I'm stopping to water the rose, and then I realize that I didn't refill my water pouch.
Oh no.
and I'm just looking around and I see the fountain, but I'm having one of those days already, and so I walk over to the fountain and I start filling up my water pouch in the fountain, and I walk over to the rose and I check the ground to make sure I'm not going to overwater it.
Investigation.
Well, actually, you know what? I stopped. How many? 2 times a day?
What?
I have to water it 2 times a
What I
day.
say? Yes, 2 times a day.
Yeah. How high is the sun? Is it still early enough? Like,
Yeah, it's early morning still.
But you didn't water it yesterday.
I did water it yesterday. That's why my sack was empty.
Oh, you did? Okay.
So I empty out my water satchel, and then I walk back over, and I fill it up again, and I tie it off, put it around my belt, and I grab my books and I start making my way to wherever first class it is that I think that I need to be going. Probably might show up to the wrong class, who knows? But that's where I'm going. I would follow people, but there's nobody to follow.
You're actually going to
I'm
Dame
like,
Coco's class today.
I feel like it's like one of those incidences, like first day of school,
Right.
and I'm like looking at my what classroom I'm supposed to go to, and I'm looking around and checking every door, but I still have like that piece of paper in front of me. Totally says freshman. Excuse me.
I gotta make more people. I know.
It's okay. I just had to give you shit about it.
I was busy this week. I'm sorry.
No excuses. The fans want more. They just don't know it. But if you want more, please leave a comment.
They don't know what they're missing yet because they haven't been made.
I'm
Leave a
sorry.
comment.
It'll be
comment.
great whenever you're ready.
I make my way to Dan Coco's room and classroom, and I'm not even sure how much rations I have left in my bag. I might be sad.
I mean, you did just take a whole pouch full yet last night. So
That's true, but I was also drunk digging a hole for 2.5 hours.
that's also fair.
It wasn't a hole, it was a tunnel.
That was a tunnel.
I'm just saying, if you were digging a hole, that'd be even more fruitless.
that would be hilarious.
At least it was a tunnel. At least you went places. Like,
We think we went places. We're not 100% sure yet.
He was digging straight down instead of digging to the side.
Right?
that's why it took 2.5 hours for you to get back to your tunnel.
I went straight down and then went vertically straight back up.
Rough. It's rough out here. Yeah.
So we come in and see this awesome looking portal room.
Oh yeah, I'm sitting in the front.
I will sit in the back.
Oh, I went wrong place.
Whoops. I guess I should be in the chair. Whoops. I'm a nerd even when I roleplay. All right.
I'm gonna sit in the back and read my other book. I don't need no heal.
Where's he sitting?
Right there.
He's a cleric. I'd imagine he'd be closer to the front, right?
Zaphod? I don't know if he is doing the healing thing, but yeah, I'd presume he'd be in the front.
He's gonna be here anyways, but
Where's
I kind of want to end it here, honestly, just so that your dad can be here for this whole kind of conversation.
I think that would be good.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
It's been 2 hours too, so that's like a good. We got a good RP moment. But before we start class, I am gonna hand Frank a little tomato sandwich that I made at breakfast, and say, I noticed you didn't come to breakfast, and so I made this for you because I know Dwarven Ale makes you super hungry, and I just hand it over to him, and then I pull out a water skin, and I also hand that to him. I'm like, so you can wash it down, but you should probably eat it before Madame Coco starts class. Or Dam? Is it just Dam? Before Dam Coco starts class.
And with the biggest smile you've seen him have yet, and he's got a really big smile, but he's got the huge one right now, and he's like, oh my god.
But like, you're gonna look at this, and it's just gonna be 2 pieces of bread with a tomato stuck in it.
And he's like, right now he's just that happy because he's like looking in his bag and he's like pulling out like maybe like a half a carrot that he still had in there. He pulls out a little bit more tomato and he shoves it in there and he's like, he's like, I actually just didn't know that I needed the bread. He's like, I got to start putting bread in there.
Yeah, bread is essential. Like, you should definitely always have bread, at least. I also would highly recommend cheese. I have some boot cheese if you want that on your.
He's vegetarian, vegan.
Is he vegan or vegetarian? Because there's a difference.
I'm a vegan.
You're a vegan, okay. Well then, the cheese.
I'm a vegan, but I like honey.
It's dairy free.
Oh, game changer.
I mean, if you think about it.
Give me a persuasion. Give me a persuasion.
Okay.
I wanna hear the story. I'm intrigued. I do like. Yeah, he has a secret side for dairy. He wants to say he's vegan, but to be honest, he's probably more vegetarian. Because he likes honey.
12.
It's got a 12. I'm curious. And I go, okay. and I pull the bread out and I flip it open. I'm like, since you did give me the sandwich.
Okay, I'm gonna just take the bread and try to just scoop like a little fingerful of boot cheese and smear it on the bread.
Do I see you doing this?
I'm gonna try and do it stealthily because I feel like people misconstrued boot cheese.
When they look at it, comes out of.
It's an 18. I'm pretty stealthy.
Can I get a? I would like to roll a perception on that. No, that's the wrong one.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you should be able to. I mean, you're gonna eat it, so.
Oh yeah, he totally busted you.
What's that? You see his eyes just open hugely.
I'm like, Frank, you can make your own cheese. Like by yourself without dairy. It's incredible.
He kind of like, you see him kind of turn a little bit more green colored than his normal green tint that he has. And he's like, okay. You hear him take a deep breath. He's like, can't be that bad. He kind of like whispers that to himself, and he's like, go on.
Okay, and then I hand him back the bread with the boot cheese. It's just a fingerful, but we'll see how this goes.
How does it smell? Because he's definitely like, he's whiffing it.
You're a rabbit. You would definitely smell it.
You see his little nose go. So tell me about the order of the boot cheese.
Darbell's very distracted by your cute little nose just sniffing this little piece of bread, and so her eyes are just huge, and little twinkle in there, squee moment, oh my god, you're so cute when you sniff food before you eat it. And then I'm gonna kind of shake myself, be like, whoa, get it together. That might be not cool to do to bunnies or rabbits. Oof. That's gonna take some getting used to. So boot cheese is something that my village of dwarves have done for quite some time.
As he takes a bite, I mean, what is the smell is he getting? Does it smell like your foot? Does it smell like toe jam?
Oh no! Think about like a brie, but instead of the smell of feet, it's got a really earthy taste, kind of like if a brie and a mushroom were to have a baby.
Is that what
that's what it would be
smells like? A dirt, almost like dirt.
Yeah, it's just a dirty I don't know how to describe it. It's just if mushrooms were to be in the brie, and then it was not quite as melty as a brie could be. It's got more substance.
So confused if he's not sure because he spent 2 hours molding or digging a hole last night or a tunnel last night.
You might have some dirt in your nose.
Or is the dirt in my nose, or is the brie, or is the cheese really that dirt tasting or that dirt smelling? And so he takes a bite. Oh!
What's he got to roll?
That's 20.
Oh, so
He
what?
takes a
What does that
bite,
do?
and he's just
You love it.
it's creamy. You said, and it's
Yeah.
very irritating. I'm like, as he's munching on it, he's just like nodding his head and like nodding to approval.
And I'm just giving him a thumbs up, like, I got you.
and and he's like, he's like powering more since it's not 20. He keeps digging it, and so he's like almost like two biting that sandwich. And again, his cheeks are just like puffy.
Stuffed.
And he sits back, and he puts up a book, and he kind of slouches down behind the book and waits for the teacher to come in.
Nice.
All right, and we'll just stop right there then. That was hilarious and fantastic.
Gotta love the boot cheese, man.
I'm glad that one worked out.
Man, Frank would have totally never talked to me again. I
He
feel
would
like
puke.
would have just
He was gonna puke everywhere, and make Pickle Lips mop it.
oh my god,
Pickle lips.
little savage.
He'll be calling Pickle Lips. He'll be like, "Consolidate," and then just like puke everywhere. Till next time.